dusk.
Aye. The sun will be setting soon, and I don't think we shall make it to the South Island before it does.
What do you suggest we do?
I suggest that we set up camp here. This is as good a place as any. After all, there's no sense in travel amongst this island after dark, considering the fact that it'll be hard enough to find what we seek in the light of day.
Good idea. I'll look for some firewood.
What shall I do?
You can accompany Miss Bones in seeking some firewood. I'll try to set up camp here, get a fire going.
Come on, Finn.
There. That'll last us a while longer.
Aye. And with all the treasures accounted for, we can at least rest easy tonight.
Indeed. Speaking of resting easy, Master Phineas, is there something on your mind? You've been quieter than a field mouse most of the evening.
Aside from feeling like this is entirely my fault, it also feels like a massive waste.
What do you mean?
This was my first treasure hunt, my first real adventure. Not only do I have nothing to show, but it feels like I've gone and screwed things up for everyone else.
Understand this, Phineas. If it hadn't been you, it'd have been someone else.
Even so, it feels like it's been a failure, and I have nothing to show for it.
Well, Finn, let me tell you about my first treasure. As a child, I lived with a governess, and she was somewhat of a collector of historical items. Oftentimes, she would take me to this rocky coast and tell me stories of pirates and treasure. One day, she showed me this feathered fan and confessed that it had been given to her by her true love, a real pirate. He set sail and promised that when he could, he would return to that very shore and to her, but he never did. There were rumors that he had died, but she never gave up on him.
That's so sad, but what ended up happening to the fan?
When she died, I took that fan and kept it so that it wouldn't be confiscated by the museum. While standing on that rocky shore, a wind came and took it from my hands, blew it out into the ocean, and I never saw it again.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But it's okay, Finn. I learned a valuable lesson from that experience.
Oh, what's that?
We must learn to accept that no matter what the first treasure may be, we must one day let it go.
Aye. 'Tis a sad truth indeed.
But my heart tells me that it was their ghost that day, taking the fan and returning it to sea, and to them.
If I might ask, Captain, what was your first treasure?
Oh, that was a long time ago. You see, I was 17 when I first went out pirating. I had recently joined the crew of a ship called the Astarte, and about a month into the voyage, the captain awarded me with my first treasure. A bag of golden coins, which I vowed never to spend. However, some time passed, and we were being chased by another ship. They took us broadside, and one thing led to another, and I was knocked overboard. The last memory I have of that ship is the sight of it in flames, descending into those inky depths. I awoke sometime later on an island, of course. And all the coins were gone, save but one, which I keep with me to this day, in honor of Captain Briggs.
That must have been hard, being the only one still alive and losing your gift.
It was a long time ago, and I don't think we should bend our thoughts on treasures now lost, for treasures will always come and go.
Understand, Phineas, that the true treasures never leave us. They are like our memories, and the friendships that we make on these journeys.
Things that cannot be swept away or stolen by others. These things can be locked within ourselves, never to be plundered.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
Well, that's the first step, anyway.
Well, I suggest that we get some sleep. We have a long day ahead of us.
Might I make a suggestion, Captain?
What's that?
I don't think it's such a good idea to bring Madre back to life.
Your concern is duly noted, Phineas. But this path, unfortunately, is our only choice in ensuring the safety of the stone.
I see.
Don't worry about it, Phineas. Let's just get some rest.